Argentina attached great importance to the G20, which we consider a very important forum to discuss both economical and financial issues. And we think Saudi has been very good in dealing with policy issues that have to do with this 2020 pandemic. As you may know, during the G20 held in Argentina in 2018, your Crown Prince met our president in Buenos Aires, and up from them we had many occasions for improving bilateral cooperation. Since then, we had many occasions for that. I can recall some of them. There were a couple of trade and investment missions, both to Argentina and to Saudi during 2019. We had businessmen and authorities that traveled to my country to analyze opportunities for trade and investment. And then we had a second turn of that with businessmen, entrepreneurs, and authorities from Argentina coming to Saudi during the first semester of 2018. And then we have a couple of official visits. We have two governors from Argentina, the governor of the province of Santa Fe and the governor of the province of Catamarca, who came to Saudi to have different meetings with Saudi officials. Well, regarding our bilateral relations, I must also mention that we have several agreements on the table that might be signed in a future occasion when a Saudi official visits Argentina or an Argentine official visits Saudi. We have 3 or 4 basic agreements that will boost our bilateral relation. Going back to the Saudi presidency and the way you hold your duties during this year, I consider myself, you've been very creative, trying to reinvent these kind of meetings. Not only the Sherpas, but also the ministerial and the side events and the group meetings you had in a different way. So I think this is a year that shows us, the world, that we have to be creative. We have to reinvent. And you've been very successful in this matter. We've been working very closely with your presidency since 2018. I came to Saudi almost 2 years ago, and one of the first meetings I had was with the Saudi Secretariat. I met both the Secretary General and his number 2, his deputy, and we have very nice and profuse talks. Since then, we've been working a lot together. Regarding the Saudi presidency, we had physical meetings until, I think it was mid-March 2020. The last physical meeting was held in Hobart. Our Sherpa came. It was a very difficult time because he was trying to board a plane. You know, our Sherpa is the ambassador to Washington, D.C., so he was coming from the States, and it was hard for him to get and reach Saudi. But as we consider this meeting very important, he made it. He came to Saudi for a couple of days, and that was actually the last physical meeting we had. Up from then, we only had virtual meetings. We were really expecting the Leader Summit to take place physically, as we consider this would have been a nice opportunity for our leaders to meet and to show the world that we are fighting together the pandemic. Unfortunately, this couldn't happen. So we look forward the summit, which is going to be held virtually, and we share the values that Saudi is talking about to the world, especially solidarity in these hard times the world is living. We share the same values. We consider solidarity a main value to be shown to the world. The bilateral relation between our two countries are in an excellent level. We are together with the embassy, your embassy in Buenos Aires, with Ambassador Al-Kehnene, working very hard to boost the relations in every topic. We're working on cultural, we're working also on sports, we're also working on trade, investment. Lately, we've been moving forward into getting support for some infrastructure works we're doing in Argentina. We're working together with the SFD and the PIF in finding the way to, as I told you, improve our very good relation. Our president was supposed to come to the summit in November, and that would have been the occasion for him and the Saudi authorities to sign some of the agreements and to work further on the issues we have in common. Unluckily, this won't happen because of the situation around the world, but inshallah, we will work for a bilateral visit from our president to Saudi to happen. We're also working on developing tourism. On the occasion of our G20 in Argentina, we signed an agreement between the two ministers of tourism. So we're trying to boost also bilateral tourism. I think Saudi has a lot to offer. Tourism in Saudi is something new. So I think my country, people in my country would love to come and see what Saudi has to offer. Desert, the Red Sea, history, your culture. We don't know each other that much, so I think tourism and boosting tourism and exchange between people of our two countries in all aspects will help our people to get to know you and your people to get to know us. When you say Saudi in Argentina, people would think about maybe desert, Bedouins, and camels, and the Red Sea. And when you say Argentina in Saudi, you would often think about tango and beef and football. But we have much more to offer. So I think these kind of issues would help us to know each other much better.